bit random. But that's the beauty of junk journals. You are using your stash. There's no rules that say what you can do and what you can't do. Today we're going to make some toppers for our Grungy junk journals. What you're going to need for this project is basically things in your stash that you want to use up. I've got packaging, scraps of paper, some focal points. Now I've got these ones pre-made little downloads that I've just stitched around. These are just pictures out of a book I've got. I've also grabbed out some fabric scraps. Obviously mine are grungy. Yours might not be. You might be altering this in some completely different way. I've got a cracker box because I'm going to want to back these. They're very flimsy. So I will just back them onto some card to give them some strength. And apart from that, you're going to need glue, gesso, maybe some crayons, some ink, you know, all the basics. So first things first, we're going to just rip this into smaller pieces. Now, I would say probably the best thing to do is keep them small. I've even got sort of an old book cover here that I've painted and distressed that I could use. And you can always add them more behind. But it's very hard to make them smaller once you've already, once you've already cut them up and you've made your topper. So if you're wondering what size to do, think about what size your journal's going to be and then make it smaller. You can add, it's so easy to add layers behind than it is to actually cut it down afterwards. So I'm just peeling off some of this top layer. Sometimes this comes up easy. If it's not coming off, then you can spray it with a bit of water and that will help. So this is already looking pretty cool. Obviously, I don't want these straight edges, so we're going to have to do something about those, aren't we? And I think it's looking pretty cool so far. I think I'll just go through one with you. Got some of my gesso in here. And this is going to be quite messy. I'm going to put I've got a magazine that I use when I'm doing messy stuff. And just going to pop some on. It's quite watery, this one. I don't know what went wrong this time. Probably needs a bit more baby powder in it. But it will dry quick. So I'm going to do that. And this just gives it a different feel as well. So we're going to let that dry. So I've stitched around these, and these two I've left with an edge because I'm going to distress that a little bit more. Haven't got a sewing machine? You can still stitch. Just put your image onto a bit of scrap card and you can just hand stitch this on. I've put a little bit of glue stick just to tie it down, hold it down while I stitch, and the glue is just in the middle, so I'm not stitching over my glue. And the beauty of this is when you're finished, you've got some string, some cotton, so you could always add something. So dig in your little box of goodies and see what you've got that you can dangle off that, like maybe a button or maybe a couple of things. Let's have a look. Ooh, I've got that, but I don't think I can dangle that. A couple of buttons. Could do a green one. Maybe we could do a couple and just dangle them. So I'm going to let them just dangle a bit. And I'm going to just go through, hopefully, where I've got a bit of a stitch here, and tie a knot. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be tidy. You're not going to see it. It'll be hidden. And I've only got blue on my needle, so that's what I've used. And that will be the start of your topper. So obviously these need a bit more, you know, something. So give them a bit of a roughen up. You may have one of those fancy little things that, you know, rough up the edges of your paper. I haven't got one of them, and I don't need one because I've got the corners of my scissors. Use what you've got. Do not have to have all the latest tools. And because this is going to be a grungy journal, we are going to ink up the edges. Not with this though, I don't think, because I think this has finally run out. Yep. I did buy a really cheap one. Where's my cheap one? This one. So I don't know if this will work or what it's like. It's okay. So what we can do is, it's a bit bright. We will maybe do that. This needs doing. This one I cut closer. This one I haven't done at all. And I haven't grunged up the edges. You don't need to. You can do it exactly how you want. Right, now I'll get my black one. And just go over it with the black. And that makes it, to me, that makes it look much better. You may not think so. If you want to edge them in pink, then if that suits your style of journal, then do that. But I make grungy journals, so it's no good me making pink fluffy toppers because they won't fit on any of my journals. Now it's time for the fun bit. I love this bit. I think it's just... Oh, this is still a bit soggy. I can't wait any longer. I need to do it. I could just leave it to dry and go and do what I'm supposed to be doing, which is going to the shop. But I really want to play. I really want to just play. Okay. So what we can do is grab out all your fabric bits and pieces, your paper bits and pieces. This is napkin, just a bit of old napkin that I have. I've got some tea-dyed muslin. I'm going to put that on first. And I may need some glue. That might help. My glue has sort of stuck in the bottom of that bottle. I couldn't get the lid of the bottle off. So what I did was just cut it open. And now I'm using my glue with a little glue spreader. Waste not, want not. Don't like waste. I think that's what got me into junk journals in the first place. Couldn't bear seeing things thrown away. So we have one layer. A bit too much. I just want some off the edge. Like that. Can put both bits on, it's not a problem. So what we're going to do is we're just going to paint on the back. So any glue will do, any tacky glue. There's no rules. Glue sticks might not work. Yes, it's going to be a bit fragile, but that's fine because what we're going to do is we're going to layer it up with some more. I've got far too much glue on there. I'll put that on, and when that dries, that will all be stiff. Let's add some more. I do have this, which is coffee dyed tracing paper, which I'm thinking about adding. I'm getting tangled up with all those now. Not sure if this will stick. If they don't stick, you can use a staple. You can staple it together. You can sew it on the sewing machine because your machine will go through this cardboard. You can hand stitch it. There's a lot of options, and all you do is just layer up like this. I have some edges that I have been did some don't know what it was, gel printing or something, so I might pop that on. There's no rules, guys. Just grab your scrap, popped it on, and that's it. You're done. I promise it will just look great. There we go. So we'll finally get our piece out, and we just need to add some fabric around the edge of this. So I've got some coffee dyed trim, and again, glue it or staple it. In fact, I might grab that out. Practice what I preach. So that can go behind, can go in front. We can add more on front. Just pop a couple of staples in. So staple it. I've got this big coffee dyed doily. I just chop bits off it. Like that. It all gets used eventually. And I'll have that coming out there. And glue this one. You can use Fabri-Tac. That does dry a lot faster than this. This is quite slow to dry. But it doesn't matter because once you've got it together, you can just leave it. What else have I got? This is some bandage that I've coffee dyed. This is really cool for just wrinkling up. I think we need something down in this corner, but I haven't got any more. I have got some of this. This is just, I don't know what it is. Probably an old table runner or something. This is how I end up with scraps. So I'm thinking maybe we put this on there. Oops. Doesn't really matter which way. Oh, it's so yummy. And because I've got this little bit here, what I'm going to do is use a little bit of my glue. And I'm just going to go over the top of my staples there. And I'm going to pop this on and wrinkle it up. A little bit more glue on that corner. There we go. It's sticking to my fingers. Sticking to my fingers. So let's see what that's looking like. Oh, have we come off? We've come off. I don't give it a chance to dry. I'm like, I'm in a rush. Don't be in a rush. Look, see. Come on. No, I think we'll need to staple it. Right, we're going to staple it on. We're just going to make a ruffle in that corner, like that. Fold it up. And pop a staple in. There we go. Okay, right, this is dry now, so I think just to finish it off, I'm going to sew on a button up in this corner. Yeah, I've only got the blue still, but we don't worry about things like that. It's a junk journal. And it might be a bit tough because I've now got a lot of layers, but we can do this. If it doesn't get trapped, we can do this. There we go. And I think that should just finish it off. I'm going to try and go through again. You can bodge a hole before you start with a hole puncher, you know, the pokey tool thing. I'm having a good day today. How it's like that, I don't know, but there we go. That looks much nicer, I think. And I'm just going to catch that and just tie it in a little knot, so it's not going to come undone. It's not going to come off. And once that's glued down to your cover, you're going to be good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you all the others that I finished making and leave you to go off and see what you can make. So there we go. These are the ones I've just made. This is the one we did together. Loads on there, loads of extra little frills coming out. This one, a bit simpler, just a piece of coffee dyed fabric, a bit of hessian, and ready to go. You can add more behind to make that bigger if you wish. This one, I really love how this one's turned out. You just fabric underneath and a bit of old tape measure. This one I've just turned into a little tuck spot, which you can put on the edge of your page, tuck in, or a mini journal. This again is for a mini journal. And this is the photograph, cut the white edge off and just framed it with some tea-dyed muslin is the word I'm looking for. I also did a few extra bits, so I've made some little page edge. I'll grab my my cracker box journal and just show you. These will go just on the edge of pages like this, and then you can tuck things in. So I've just made a few different ones, and it's just layering up, that's all. These are the ones I made with the card. So nice big button, and another one there, just using scraps off my desk. So that is those. I hope that it's given you a bit of inspiration to go and play with your scraps and see what you can make. If you want to see more journal toppers, I did do a video quite a few months ago, and I'll leave that linked at the end so you can go and get more inspiration. Bye for now.